Hello, this is Divyang Jaiswal and I'm from Engineering Physics Department and my topic for the project is computer memory chips. We have all used computers for decades now and are very familiar with memory chips. But have you ever wondered what they are made of? The computer memory chips are made of billions of capacitors and transistors. The growth in modern computers over the years has been tremendous. There are a lot of inventions and innovations that have led to the computer that we use today. But this could not have been possible without the discovery of the backbone of computer memory, which is the transistor. So, what is a transistor? A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplifying, controlling, or generating electrical signals. In essence, a transistor consists of an area of either p-type or n-type semiconductors sandwiched between regions of oppositely doped silicon. As such devices can be either a PNP or an NPN configuration. There are three connections, namely the emitter, base, and the collector. Let's look at the electrical circuit in RAM. This is what a typical RAM electrical circuit looks like, as you can see in the picture. RAM is made up of a silicon wafer structure with array of columns that are bit lines and array of rows that are word lines edged to the silicon wafer. The intersection of a bit line and a word line makes up the address of a memory unit. This memory unit is made up of one capacitor and one transistor. What is the function of transistors and capacitors in memory? A capacitor acts as a memory unit of storage that contains charge. It represents a Boolean value. When charged more than 50%, it is considered on or in Boolean 1 state, and when charged less than 50%, it is considered off or in Boolean 0 state. The function of a transistor is to interpret the state of the capacitor and also to change its state. Dynamic random access memory. The memory cells in DRAM or dynamic RAM constantly leak out the charge or the information and are needed to be constantly filled to contain the information they hold. This is from where they get the name dynamic RAM. Electrical signals are sent through the columns and charge is stored into appropriate bits. The sense amplifier is used to measure the level of charge in capacitor and considered as 1 if charge is more than 50% of capacity and 0 if charge is less than 50% of capacity. Static random access memory. Static random access memory doesn't need to be constantly charged or filled to store or retain the memory. A memory unit in the static RAM is a form flip-flop. It contains of 4 to 6 transistors with wiring. So therefore, it doesn't need to be refreshed after every now and then and makes it much faster than a DRAM. However, it takes up much more physical space on hardware due to the large size. SRAM versus DRAM. Static RAM is fast, expensive, and larger in size, whereas dynamic RAM is slower, cheap, and smaller in size. SRAM is used to make the speed-sensitive cache system of the CPU, and DRAM is used to form the larger part of the CPU's memory system. Other types of RAM. The basic two RAMs are the DRAM and SRAM, but there are other types of RAM as well. These are the FPM DRAM, that is fast page mode dynamic random access memory, the EDO DRAM, that is the extended data dynamic random access memory, the SDRAM, which is the synchronous dynamic random access memory, the DDR SDRAM, which is the double data rate synchronous dynamic RAM, the RDRAM, which is the Rambus dynamic random access memory, credit card memory, PCM CIA memory, CMOS RAM VRAM, which is the video RAM. The data and information for this project have been collected from the given sites, and the images are taken from Google Images. Thank you.